Okay, fine, fine, fine. I'll build her. I'll build Bathory for the love of God. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and today's video goes against the fiber of my entire being. We'll hopefully showcase some stuff that you guys actually want to know, but it's still 100% MFO. That rhymed and I didn't mean it to. Anyway, I actually, funny enough, just got a comment and someone was like, can you show me how to get multiple Guardian Stones? I was like, oh, fuck, bro. I was like, yo, just put faded gear on. That's all you gotta do. It's not like I wanted to, like, obviously I can't do a whole video on that, but I did want to highlight the fact that, you know, I'm still kind of struggling on certain content, and I feel the reason is, well, regardless of, you know, my personal feelings toward Bathory, I do need to use her for PvE at the very least, you know, right? So like when I used her in PvP, as you saw, she couldn't have got that kill, and everyone knows I think she did 10k. That's not acceptable for a Bathory. I think that, as you can see here, this is my current Bathory. She has one yellow. She literally has one yellow. The fact is that, you know, I'm really a stickler on keeping the yellows on certain characters. If they have yellows, I kind of want to keep them on those specific characters. I don't want to redo it. And honestly, in my personal opinion, you shouldn't, unless you're trying to do something like what I did with Ramsey, where I switched around certain things because I wanted the best attack speed that I can get from the gear. So I kind of switched it around because I was trying to test out something with Frankie. But all in all, you don't want to remove faded gear, because when you do, it does cost. It costs more the more leveled up it is. I think 15 is the highest. I think it goes 10 is the lowest, and then 15 if it's actually max. I can prove that in like 2 seconds. This one is base level, unequipped. It should be, oh, see, look, it's 5. So it's 5, 10, 15. So, because it only upgrades 3 times, because it's 40, 15, and 60. So, I mean, not that it's a big expense. It's a stupid expense. It's an unnecessary expense. It shouldn't be there. Holy fuck. This is the worst unequipping system I've ever seen. Usually it just takes gold and people bitch and whine about that, but for it to take your ZEUZ, and ZEUZ is just used for a lot of other important things. You shouldn't have to do it. More or less is why I don't want to. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna do a couple of gear summons in the video. We're gonna see how many I have a bunch of physical things, but I have not been lucky enough to get any of the physical stuff. And will we be using the airship forge? Absolutely not. Fuck this thing. If this was, I still say, if these were able to craft, like right now I need magic. I literally need magic. Need magic. Like, guess here, but yeah, I'm not spending that. So I technically need magic, but they don't bless the boy. So we're going to do our creation. So any little magic thing, as you can see, is probably immediately gonna go on her. I could also just get the one weapon, but if the one weapon is physical, then I just kind of get fucked in the ass. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, so here we go. I'm just gonna jump this into 63 on the weapon, hoping that we get something from here. I'm pretty sure some of you guys will point out that I can just go into the forge and get my guaranteed weapon. And for people that think I should do that, I'm just gonna do that. I don't care. Collection of, oh, so I'm definitely getting a hit here. I got an exclusive weapon at that. So whose exclusive weapon did I just get? Who's that lady? What the hell is that? Who's this? It's like a nunchuck? Nika. Oh, I thought it was a nunchuck, but it's actually not. It's a Gatling gun. Unfortunately, she's a pretty trash unit, so you know we won't really be utilizing that. The reason why I don't really care, another reason why I don't really care about the weapon is because it does not give you a Guardian Stone. Nice, and we just got a weapon, faded weapon anyway. It doesn't give you a Guardian Stone. Of course, it does give you the stats, obviously, but it doesn't give you a Guardian Stone. So I just slightly don't care about it. To me, this is more important. So we're going to be doing 145 that, well, it's not 2 cycles, but it's going to be enough here. Going to do that. So we have a weapon for her. Bathory's going to get a weapon at the very least. And hopefully we can get some hits on some magic. What was that? I think she had the armor. I think, well, this is a headpiece. That's good. So we need a little bit more luck. We're looking for as much magic stuff as here as possible. Nope. I think I can build another physical character. Only 2 out of 140. That's probably the biggest shaft that I've ever gotten. But that's pretty good. Well, we got one part of it, so it looks like we're gonna have to definitely go and remove other people's gears. Okay. Oh, same thing. All right, let me just clear all that. 145. Well, 105. Sorry. 300. Whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot I should have did that first. No, in hindsight 2020. So we can do 7 more of those. Yeah, why not? Yeah, 7 get a hit, and I got 2 out of whatever, and we got another weapon there. Cool. Cool. All right, so what is these clocks? Sure, why not? We're already here. Nice, thank you. So let's go back to Bathory and see what we can do. See what we can do. I should also note what she actually is now, right? We should check like what her current attack. So she's at 1700 right now, which is pretty low. Most, I think, decent Bathories are usually in like 2Ks, and the super whalies are even in 3Ks. What's her attack speed? 64. You know, this could be a decent indicator of what's going on here. Crit damage, oh my god. Where's our crit chance? Crit hits. Nothing is affecting that right now. Oh, because there are no yellows up here, so you don't get crit hit. All right, so let's just auto equip. So now we're gonna end up with 2 more, plus this little thing here, which will be good. We still need 2 other spots here, especially because at the top is where our damage is gonna come from. So now we got some crit hit, 137 increase, like that's a big increase. Funny enough though, when you upgrade this, like this is, look, remember these numbers, guys, right? 11, 6.72, 3.52, 70 on the crit hit. Like, so what would, just before I even do that, right? I just want to quickly note that if I wanted to make sure that she had the best speed, the best thing, you would literally go to all your, you know, weapons. This one is 3.84. This one is theoretically better. If I wanted to switch these, I would switch them, and I would give, you know, I would give Bathory the best of the best, or if I wanted to get the one with the highest crit, I would find the one with the best crit percentage and give her that. Like, that's how it kind of would work. And you would just keep going around. Like, it's not that these are 60, right? Because this one's 3.84, like, and we'll see here when I go back to Bathory. So I actually don't know what goes up. I think it's just like the combat power. Like, it's very strange. All right, so we're gonna max this one out. 11.2, 672, 3.5. Like, I honestly don't get, I think it's literally you're just leveling up the combat power. So when you're doing this, it's almost as if you're just doing it to make it stronger. So for the resources that you're putting into, I think the system is kind of flawed. So just putting the stats on them, right? Just leaving it at a lower level and just switching it around, I think is actually just better to do. Because now, as you know, these are 40s, right? Unequipped is going to be 5, right? I think what happens is not the forging aspect of it, right? You're doing that because you want to get it to the point where, like this, when you're doing the weapon awakening, I think special forging, that's where you're leveling it up like that. But if you're just kind of like trying to give some quick stats, or is it weapon awakening, which I think I already did one of those, right? Yeah, see, this one is this little currency here, and then gold, and then as you can see, the attack is going up. It makes it a little bit stronger. I wish I had this for like defense. Actually, I should be able to do it for defense too. Just for Frankie, he needs more defense. But like I said, if you're just looking for some quick boost in stats, just keep them low until you have the resources, until you have the will, I guess, to upgrade it to 60. I'm just gonna do it now because the whole goal here is to level up Bathory. So let's see what we can do. All right, so now they're 60, and just to prove they're exactly the same, the stats on the actual weapon are exactly the same. But now we have the option for special, like I said, special forging and weapon awakening. Now, special forging, I would actually need to take 2 weapons. I think it's like not 2, but even 1 of these purples. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it works that it has to be the same type, like the same like slot. So we're gonna take this 30 here and we're gonna max it out, and then you'll see it pop up when we do that option. All right, boom, there we go. So now we unlock special forging. As you can see, I don't have to actually level it up, but it just has to be 6-star. Same thing as this one, tap this button. So boom, it's gonna give max level. I think it just increased the level of the actual weapon. Try to match more. And see, this is the first time I've ever did it. I know how to do it, I just never do it. Now it's +1, which I don't really see the point in doing that. Again, it's just for combat rating. It's just for combat power. Like, combat power doesn't do anything for you outside of like the PvE content where it lets you auto skip stuff and things like that. So again, I really don't suggest special forging unless, you know, in PvP, it's about the stats. It's about how fast you are, if you're gonna crit, all that other stuff like that. So let's see if awakening the weapon does anything. It gives us more attack, which is obviously really important. I just failed a 90%. I love this game. RNG progression. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Failed at 80. I don't actually know how many of these you can do, but as you can see, her attack is going up, up and up and up and up. And then if I were to do that for every single little weapon here, it would probably be super good. And then for the non-weapon, like the non-actual weapon slot, you do the magical enhancements. Takes a different currency altogether. Let's just do it here. Why not? I think it gives you random stats. I don't think it's like specifically targeted. I don't care about this animation. So boom, I got block defense. What I've always wanted. Definitely don't want block defense. I probably want like crit hit, crit damage, something of that nature. Flat defense, still no. And now I'm running out of that currency, so I'm not gonna do that too much. See, now we're in the attack of 2200, which is pretty good because that encompasses a lot of my other attackers. 2290, so now if Redley's on the team, she'll actually protect him. And you can see that her combat power is way less than his. I mean, he has a lot more investment into him. In my opinion, I've invested a lot into Redley, so it makes sense that he's a little bit stronger. But now she has more attack than him. She also has a higher base attack than he does, to be fair. Let's see about him. You see, 290, so she'll even cover him. Nope, not covering Maggie. Maggie's pretty beast. My Maggie, as you can see, a lot of work put into Maggie, but I mean, it's only by a little bit. I would just, as you can see, I would just keep leveling up the attack and just until she has more attack than Maggie does, and then boom, she'll be under the tranquil effect. So that would be pretty easy to do. Now the next thing I would want to do is possibly link up these things. So I have dark. I started off dark. I have a green, I have a blue, and then I have a machine. So I have a pretty much a mixture of a lot of stuff. I mean, and that's not what I really want. I think, like I said with Bathory, let me check her block right now. Block is 228. I think I would rather just make that higher. The reason why you don't want to change this one first is because that costs, I think, ZEUZ, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to the door creation. So here we're gonna just keep changing this until it turns blue. I don't know why they give you this fancy animation. It's not that serious. It doesn't even show you here. You gotta wait all the way. And boom, it turned blue. That was actually very lucky of me. Sometimes it takes longer. And you can always look up here, so machine. So boom, we're gonna select this one and we're gonna keep doing this until it turns blue. Just, oh, that was nice. Oh, I got out really early. I remember when I was trying to get purple on Baraka and it took forever. It took literally forever. So now you'll see here, she has the frost set, 3 out of 6. So now we have additional block, which is awesome. Bringing her block all the way up to 384, so she should block a little bit more because I think block is the worst mechanic in this game, and I will abuse it. So, so that's you know, that's it. So this is just a little thing about like just making her stronger. Now she's significantly stronger. Let's do one PvP match. I hope that was like helpful for some people, but for mostly this video is actually not supposed to be informational. It's just that I know that a lot of people are just pissed that I'm not using I haven't been using my Bathory like to her highest potential. I've just kind of been bullshitting with her. So this one doesn't even have her in there. So technically I was taking out Redley, right? So everyone here should be covered except Annie should be covered under the loveliness. And then Baraka usually goes in and he kind of just like, he pretty much kills anyone that's in the way, quote unquote, you know, like he'll just kill anyone that's kind of like, that he can snipe out unless he gets blocked or dodged, then, you know, it kind of sucks. Which means I guess I also have to worry about his hit because sometimes he gets dodged and stuff like that. Like a comp like this, it's very easy. Bathory is not here. There's no one to really test me for speed. And all in all, I should just do this. As long as he doesn't block, I should be fine. And that's where defense comes in because unfortunately he was actually able to... Ow. He was actually able to get out of that. But right now I have Tranquil on everyone. You're dead. Everyone, well, everyone except Annie, as we discussed already. Summer's Blessing is here. I don't really think it matters too much. Whatever. If I'll give Maggie the shot of one-shotting me if she got the swag. Give her the 50% buff. How much is that doing? 2k, 3k on one of those hits. Boom. But if you also notice another thing is that not every character, not every Not everyone on a team that has Bathory, everyone's with Tranquil. So another little tip. Fuck. Another tip that you guys can use is actually look at some of the stereotypically strong characters like a Xeon or a like Baraka or any character, especially a mage. A lot of times the mages are just as high as attack as Bathory, so sometimes they're not actually covered on the Tranquil. As you can just see when you looked at my account, that there's sometimes where, you know, based on the gear, you just flopped it everywhere, and then, you know, your XYZ, this character is stronger than this character. Like sometimes I see a Xeon and he has more defense than my Frankie, so he's actually not under Fear of the Abyss. So when I attack him, I'm like, oh, why didn't my Fear of the Abyss mechanic, why didn't it trigger? Because he has high defense. So cool stuff. Hope you guys learned something. I guess. I don't know. Right now, I think we're all in the Valentina waiting party. There's no new content. All we're doing is the Summer Festa and just chilling. So I just thought I'd do some fun thing. I was like, yeah, you know what? I know people want to see my Bathory shine. But what I'm going to do after this video, I do want to upload a fun PvP concept that should lose. It's going to be 5 losses in a row. As you saw, we just get Challenger 1, so now it doesn't really matter. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed. Any additional tips as far as like that you guys want to leave in the comment section below about how you guys level up your units and things like that? I'm pretty sure that there's more that I could do, but I don't know. There's no, I think the only thing that's in my way right now is the Path of Trials or whatever like that, and then going into the Labyrinth. But I don't know, I've just been so lazy lately in the game. I don't really feel like doing all the extracurricular stuff. I just want to gather some resources and wait to summon. I think that I'm like a lot of people, I'm just waiting for the next content. I'm ready. Get me in there, all right? But one thing that you do want to get in is that merch, baby. Go check out that merch. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.